Yo, what up, Street Dogs? There, Kim. Alright, the thought. This one is on manifesting your destiny. So, what does that mean, and why is it important? So, some quick turbo thoughts. So, first and foremost, I think, and this is a shout out to Cindy, the notion of manifest destiny was kind of this weird, like, you know, colonial era, like, white man's burden, white justified colonization. It's like, you got to manifest your destiny, which is to colonize all these other indigenous folks, which seems like kind of a strange one. It's kind of mixed in with a little bit like pseudo-Christianity and stuff like that. But anyways, in the much more pragmatic mode, I mean, I personally don't believe in fate. I mean, I think, like, personally, not everything happens for a reason, but regardless of what happens to you, I think we're strong enough to have the mindset that we could derive a benefit from any or every bad happening that happens to us in life. So I really like the notion of manifesting, because the notion of manifesting means to essentially kind of become and to embody something. So the general gist of manifest destiny, or to manifest your destiny, is like once again, like, I don't think there's an ultimate destiny. I don't want to say some sort of like spiritual hocus pocus, but generally the gist. I love your car, man. Generally the gist of manifest destiny is like, you could determine your own destiny, what you want for yourself and what you want out of your life, and you could be brazen and crazy enough to pursue what you consider worthy of yourself, and to essentially not censor yourself or do anything more basic in life. So to manifest destiny, or to manifest your destiny, means know that you're cut from a different cloth, and you could steer your boat of life and determine what to do, what not to do. And I think this is where asceticism, or adopting a much more scrappy mentality and attitude, is hugely beneficial, because we're able to think beyond basic needs, basic desires that other people want. Honestly, this is my thought. Once you don't really care for money, once you don't care for a car or a house or whatever, then you could really truly pursue your passion in life with zero fear and nothing but enthusiasm, joy, and excitement. And I think that's what's really missing in today's modern life, is nobody excited for anything anymore. I mean, we're only excited to be consumers, or to consume or swallow entertainment. And I think we're all bloated from too much bad Netflix, YouTube, podcasts, movies, TV shows, and everything. And I think we've just kind of been suckered and duped into thinking that, once you could just buy X, Y, and Z, I'll be happy and live in perpetuity in terms of glee and joy. But actually, in actuality, it seems the opposite. Is once you get all the toys or the tools or the things that you really want, you find that it feels a little bit vain and empty, and we start thinking more, thinking bigger in terms of more meaningful things that we want to do or achieve in life. So what are some pragmatic takeaways or notions of manifest destiny, or manifesting your destiny? I think the big one is, there's this shout out to John Wick, right? To Keanu Reeves. If you watch John Wick, on his back there's this phrase that says, Fortuna adiuvat fortis, which generally means like, Lady Fortune, right? She favors those who are strong, who are bold, who take risks and stuff like that. And I think in life it's better to take 99 risks in life and just have one be super successful, than to take 99, predictable options and succeed in all of them. Because success is such a modern notion. It's funny because the ancient Greeks, ain't nobody ever talk about success, right? It's like in even in war, like certainly no one wants to die, but the Trojans and the Greeks are equally favored by the gods. And actually, even though Achilles is a superior fighter to Hector, Hector is equally as noble and great as Achilles, and both of them have their strengths and cons, but they're both equally great because they essentially have courage. They have the guts to, you know, as long as they're not running away from death, they're fine. And so I think in life, the ultimate form of success is just anti-cowardice. To not be a coward is the only thing we could control. I mean, certainly we want to be prudent and don't do like really stupid stuff, but folly is something that philosophers have been talking about for millennia. You know, folly means foolish, but once again, who's to say what is folly, what is foolish, and what is kind of a good idea? And so in some ways, I'm very anti this like Asian parent mentality of just taking the safe option of just becoming a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist or whatever. So for me, I far prefer being an entrepreneur, being a risk taker, to take bold bets in terms of what I think will happen in the future. And once again, position yourself where you can live very happily with less. So, you know, practice sleeping in uncomfortable situations. Sleep in a sleeping bag like Elon Musk or like a good Boy Scout. Learn how to feed yourself on very little money. You know, I personally could just dine on 99-cent pork for the rest of my life and totally be fine with it. And so just, yeah, position yourself where you have nothing to fear. Only fear is fear of being a coward.